Hello, brothers and sisters. Good afternoon. It's noon. 12:14 p.m. It's a beautiful day. It's been snowing a lot lately. And it's a cold morning, and it will be gradually warmer during the day. Now it's around 0, I think, and it's not so much wind. It's gonna be windy. Now maybe just 2 second meter. Later in the evening 9, and it's gonna be gradually warmer from 2, 3 o'clock till 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 degrees in the evening. So it's wet. The snow is going to be wet again. Alright, I made a film yesterday. Maybe you saw it. It's called Good Fucking Christmas. No, Merry Fucking Christmas. It's like kind of chubby and serious film. This one's going to be a little bit more serious. I have planned to make this film for many weeks now. It's a Talking Willy film, but I'll still give it a number, like Mean Uncle Willy 27. I think I will do that to all my films now. I didn't do it to all if it was a documentary, but even if it's a talking film and a film talking about other films that I made or gonna make, I will give it a number. Coffee's still hot. It's really nice December weather. It's exactly how I want it to be. I don't like that it's getting warmer now. It's very inappropriate. It's much better if it's, even if it's 10 minus degrees, that it's just stable. Maybe it will be more stable if it's getting water now on the snow. Maybe it will rain. It will be wet anyway when it's melting, and when it freezes again. The roads will be slippery, but maybe it will be hard, real hard, so you can walk on it. That will be a benefit. I brought some tobacco. All boxes have the same color now, so you don't see the difference unless you're able to read the text. This is portions. I gradually use more portions. Last time now, I ordered 7 boxes of portion snus and 1 loose snus. That's because I have 7 loose. What I mean by loose or loose is this kind of powder, if you want. Jord or mold, whatever. It's December 12. No, December 10. Or should I start from the beginning again now? No, I can't do that, brother. Don't got the time. December 10 and Christmas Eve is exactly 2 weeks away. Alright. Don't interrupt me. Not a lot of people here now. Very few, because it's a lot of snow. Not so much right here, but on the road here it's like at least 25 centimeters with snow. So soon we have Christmas time. A time for charity and kindness. A time where people open their hearts to each other and getting more generous. Showing the best sides of themselves, and giving each other the best of gifts and love and kindness. There's also a time of materialism and greed, kind of. They compete by buying the best and most expensive and most fancy gifts. I don't like the Christmas going to be too much about money. You have to remember the original message, Jesus was born. I like the kind of mixture between old heathen Christmas and the Christian. I like this Santa Claus thing with gifts, even though it's maybe Santa Claus is not exactly a Viking tradition, heathen, but gifts, I guess, was a tradition even back then. And then after watching Cinderella, Askepott, de tre nøttene til Askepott, Reisen til julestjernen. I have to talk a little bit in Norwegian now. Then I go to the church. It's not really interesting, the preacher. I don't sing along with the songs, but it's kind of nice to listen. And the church orgel, I like. And then it's getting dark already when the church is over. Sometime before 3. It starts 2. Even now it's dark, starting to get dark. Right after 3 p.m. p.m. of course. It's a little bit early. It's not light before. I woke up 10 minutes after 9 and it was kind of light. So it's light a little bit before 9. I guess we have almost 6 hours daylight still, but in the darkest time it will be only 5 hours. It's not enough. Oh, goddamn good with tobacco. No hard drinking today. Unless this is vodka. If it was, it would make me real thirsty. Because alcohol and coffee dry or water out from your veins. Sure, I will not remember half of what I was going to say, but sure, maybe it will come. I was thinking I will do it this way. That when I'm thinking of what to say, I will just put myself in the clip yesterday where I'm sitting in my chair, drinking and at least trying to smoke. This camera will be rolling for 30 minutes and then I will have to turn it on again. Maybe we go around the lake to the mountain over there. I was there in May in the film called A Day in the Life of Uncle Willy. That is my best, one of the best films, and it got 11 thumbs up. Maybe more now. I haven't checked lately. That time there was so much net trolls. Putting thumbs down on all my videos, not only Willy videos, but every kind of film, even if it was about the mountain trip and nature. The net trolls was just sitting there, and barely 1 minute after, 1 minute after I upload a video, there was a thumb, or at least one thumb down. They just sit there, and maybe they even subscribe to my channel, just to get notification when a video came up, and just to put the thumbs down, just to provocate a angry response. They want to make me and Uncle Willy angry. Don't mess with me and fucking Uncle Willy! Unless you're ready to pay the consequences. Alright? Oh, I hate that. Ain't that dangerous? It's just an act. Holy moly. I wish you a holy jolly Christmas. And that's all for now. No. No, I'm just joking. I told you, I plan to keep the camera rolling for at least 30 minutes and then take breaks and put myself in. Nice, you know, a film with Uncle Willy, and the commercial breaks also contains Willy. Only Willy. Because there's only one Uncle Willy. And it's me. If it's not me, who's Willy? Someone had to do it. Even if it's a dirty job. Alright, well, I was thinking of making a notepad with things that I was going to say for this video. It'd have to be a little improvised. Easier maybe just talk about all things crossing my mind. You know what? I'm in a real good Christmas mood. And I'm in love. Can you believe it? I really am in love. That's maybe one of the reasons why I haven't slept so much lately. No, it's not exactly the reason, but you know when you're in love, you think of that girl a lot. With a good feeling, but when you can't sleep, you know. It's not only a good feeling, you still think of her with a good, warm feeling of love in your heart. But when you don't sleep, you know, or don't sleep enough, you wake up too early, you get irritated and stressed and just a little bit grumpy. But I keep it for myself. It's very selfish, you know, to spread your misery towards other people. That's not their fault that you don't sleep, unless it is their fault, if they wake you up. But if you sleep in daytime, you know, because you couldn't sleep at night, you can't blame them if they wake you up. They have to be moving around, make some noise during daytime. That is kind of acceptable. Yeah, where was I? I'm in love. So did I meet that girl already? Kind of, in a video call. Video call almost every day. She's from the Philippines. I've been there many times. 5 times, actually. I had a girl there before, but she was not for keepers. Not for me. Maybe I told you about her before, but I don't know if I'm gonna mix up those two, because if I talk bad about my ex, it sounds like I talk bad about the new girl, but I will only say good things about the new girl, because there are only good things to say about her. She's perfect in every way, not only the physical appearance, but the charm, the warmth in the eyes, the incredible, beautiful smile, and the friendliness, kindness. It's really good, serious, and honest girl. Some are honest, you know. There are a lot of scammers, a lot that can pretend. I met, or I wrote with, some girls for a month or more than a month that pretend to be very interested, very nice, very genuine. Then suddenly they start asking for money for this and that, not a small amount, closer to 1,000 Norwegian crowns. I think that's a little bit too much, at least, to ask for with in the beginning, but they shouldn't ask at all. At least not before we met. And not before I offer it to them. It wasn't for me. Because both girls, or several before, as long ago, they just disappear once I said no. It's just like the surprise. They thought they had me twin around the thumb all the time. Had me fooled. But then they just disappear. And they said, I feel insulted because you think I'm like that. You think that I'm only after your money. I feel so insulted, so I will not contact you anymore. Yeah. That's fucking bullshit. They just disappear because they don't get money. I can't kind of understand that they do this way because it's a poor country. And if they live in constant desperation, getting money from people is more important than being nice to people. That's really sad. But some more decent people, they find other ways to get money. they are still friendly and honest. I think that honesty will last longest in the long run. Even if you marry a girl, not only from Philippines or Thailand or Asia or any poor country, it could be Africa or South America or whatever, you can still be a fool, you know. They can get married to you, get kids, to get you attached, to get you obligated to send money that will secure their financial future. Even if you lived there for months or even years, could still be full. And you find out too late. Then you're really in a hurry to get divorced. If you realize there's no love, it's all about the money. Not all girls are like that. Not the girl that I found now, I'm pretty sure about it. You never know what's lurking around the corner, though. Oh, life is full of surprises. But I hope and I believe that she's just as honest as she appeared to be. Not only appear, because I can notice, you know, I see the kindness, the goodness radiates from her smile and in her eyes. And we have very good chemistry when we talk on the video call and texting each other. So I'm gonna meet her by the end of January, stay there 2 months in Cebu. Gonna find a really nice apartment, fully furnished, with a good view and swimming pool and a gym. And there are some stores in the condominium. You know, it's just some kind of apartment complex, almost a hotel, but with apartments. It's a little bit different. I lived in such thing before. It's called Fort Bonifacio High Towers in Taguig in Manila. It's closer to 10 years ago now. All right, just a sec. Yeah, where was I? I had to take a little break to collect my thoughts. If you're really gonna waste your money, if you really don't care about your money, then find a girl from poor country that will fool you and that just act friendly and honest and really greedy. You will notice when she become rude to you and all she wants is money and she don't even thank you. I'm talking about my past now. It could happen in the future too, of course. If this girl's watching this video, maybe. I'm not talking about you, honey. My love. I really love you already and you told me already you love me, and most of the times when girls say that, I don't believe it, but I believe you. Because I can see it in your eyes. I can tell by the look in your eyes when you tell me. So we'll see when we meet if it's true or not. I think it is. I hope so. I have faith. How many crazy stories from the Philippines. I was chased by a gang one time when I couldn't pay the taxi. I was going home from the gym, back to my ex, and really soaking wet of sweat. I went to a store to buy liquor, or it was a strong beer, Red Horse. It had 7% alcohol and really good taste. And I went down to some people playing guitar and drinking, and I got a little, there was they who gave me first, and then I went to store, bought a couple of beers more. Then I didn't have so much more money. And then I almost went home, and I bought one more beer and put my ass in a taxi. It was a motorcycle cab, and I wanted to drive all the way to the coast. It's like 5-6 kilometers. Before I got there, when I was close, I think it's far enough now, maybe I can pay for this, and I didn't even have enough money. You have to pay, sir, unless they're going to bring you to the fucking police. He didn't say fucking police, though, but you got the point. I took my bag and run as fast as I could. And he called for a gang that ran after me. I ran into the narrow streets, here, there, everywhere. I thought that I put them behind me, but they found me. And I came to this fence. I hurt myself on the fence. I fall over it into this tall, wet grass. And I stride through the grass, slow pace, and I saw all the people there trying to get over the fence. And eventually they caught up with me and they brought me to the police. And I called my so-called girlfriend. And she didn't even want to come there to rescue me. She had no money. I guess that's true. But she didn't even want to try to borrow from someone. Everyone was sleeping. At least she could do at that time. She had my credit card because she didn't give it to me, or almost no money, because she didn't want me to drink. It's much more dangerous, you know. If I want to drink, you know, I just take whatever I find. I order and drink up and then go. And then sometimes, of course, they will chase after me. There was one time a man ran after me with a knife, stabbed me here. I even have a marking here. I'm not going to show it to you now. Another time I was ordering, sitting down on my ass, drinking up. And I couldn't go pay because I didn't have any money, because the money was in the purse of my so-called girlfriend. So I started walking, and they was crazy. The crowd went crazy. There was one guy trying to shoot me with a gun. There was one guy knowing who I was. This was in a Muslim area in Taghig, and it's a little bit more dangerous there. I climbed a fence and ran over the rooftop, and I saw the crowd banging and screaming against the fence, and maybe I even heard a shot. And I fell down. I fell right through the roof and into some kind of cabin. I don't know if it was people there, but I got out and fall down into a dirty river. God, I could hurt myself. I could feel the taste of wet dirt and shit in my throat long after, and I got up to the river, walked over a bridge, and then into the place where I lived, a dump full of cockroaches. And I woke up, I didn't know where I was. I got to sleep again. Next morning, I put on some new clothes. I went outside. There was a drink there, where the taxi drivers sit and drink. I used to drink with the motorcycle cab taxi drivers, and I was singing Hotel California and a lot of songs with them, and we got into a good mood. They was drinking very cheap gin. Crazy times in Manila. It's one of the most dangerous cities in the world. Another time I was gone for almost 2 days. 2 nights. I was the time with a taxi driver, because after I called my so-called girlfriend, I went out and they was waiting for something. And the police told me they didn't know where they was going to bring me, if it was home to my wife. Depends on if she could pay or not. I didn't know if you were going to jail or whatever. I could stay there for a long time, you know. And then, when he looked away, I just chased over the street. I ran as fast as I could. It wouldn't surprise me if I heard a shotgun. And then into the street to the right. And then down the street again, because there was a fence. And up and into another street. And up this way. And this way. And up. And this way. Or something like that. I ran to my chest almost explode. I had to stop to catch my breath. Then I went up to a corner on the left side, into a narrow street in the slum. I sit down with a lady boy and told her what happened. And I said I could use a drink. And she or her or whatever brought me a big bottle of Red Horse, 1 liter. And I think I had another one after that. God, that beer was good. Really, really good. And I sat there and drank and japping until I dropped. Next morning, they brought me another beer or some gin, and one night there was no more. I said, thanks for your hospitality, but you can't really keep me company if I'm sobering up now. So I walked further and down the street and down to the mud lake. There was this old man sitting drinking gin. And he had an extra cup for me. And I had a few shots. Talking to him was not so very entertaining conversation. But I can't drink no more now. Can't you go by me a little bit and we can talk more till sunrise? Or at least till sunset. No, sir, I got no money. Oh, yeah, sure you're full of money. You're a tourist. You come from Europe. And then you have no money. And you go drink with the poor people. You go asking drinks from the poor people. You're supposed to have a lot more money than us. God, what kind of man are you? Sorry, sir. My girlfriend keeps all the money in her locker. So I went up the street and walking around talking to people, any people I met. I sat down by some people on some tables and asked if, please, give me something to drink. Can I have some? I guess I expressed it as a question. It's a little bit more polite. And I sit there till they drink up, and then they left, and I still have a half bottle. I got a little intoxicated again, and the hangover that I almost start to feel. You feel it, you know, even if you're still drunk. You feel something lies under. And then I feel better, but I didn't have more to drink, so I went to order a bottle. I sit down with some people. And they asked me did you really pay for this one? No, sir, not really. I gotta pay later. You have money? Show me. Oh, no worries. My so-called girlfriend will come later. She'll bring me money. I don't believe you. I guess that's fair enough, you know. So I had to went back there with a bottle, and I said, sorry, my money support didn't show up. Can't trust anybody, you know, these times. So I had to deliver it back. Later, I was drinking in a garage with some people playing cards. got kind of a lot of booze when there was no more. I went to order a beer and I drank it up. Sit outside of that little kiosk and drink it up, and then I walked, and then a lot of people ran towards me, but thank God there was some people that I talked with earlier in the garage. They came there to help me. They paid, and then they said that if they didn't come along to pay, then I would for sure be in prison. And they invited me to a party. There was a lot of drink, but I had enough. I didn't feel like staying there anymore, so I took the long walk back. This was in not the Tagig, it's Passig, by the Passig River. So I was a quite long walk, and I got some drinks on the way. There was some had a big bottle, and they drink in turns, drink a little, and then they turn it to the next one and me, and then it's all the time. Drink in circle till it was empty. And I got the last half liter of beer, 1 pint. And I said I'll pay later. And I got it. Right before I went back to my wife. My ex-girlfriend. It was another time I came back from the gym. I sat down with some people, had a few shots till they had no more. And then there was younger people, a lot of pretty girls, and some boys. They gave me some drinks till there was no more. I had a little bit of money left. Always, you know. My ex gave me just enough to pay for the gym and a soft drink, carbohydrates, you know, after the gym. So I could buy only one. And the next time, I sure that the problem was that I didn't pay because I ended up in jail. I just woke up and I had big scratches on my side here, and I didn't know what really happened. And he said, you're going to stay here for many weeks. And now when I go to toilet, and when I went back, I said I didn't want to go back into the jail. No, I want to go home now. I done nothing wrong. Go back. What happened if I don't go back? I will shoot you. He had his hand on the pistol. Really? Yeah, really, he said. And I think he really meant it. So I had to go back to the jail. And he said, if you were caught again, you will stay here 20 years. I asked some guys at the airplane, because I fly with Philippine Airways. It was Filipinos. No, they said that, sure, he just tried to scare you. He didn't really mean it. He would never do that. You can't get 20 years for drunkenness, but it's much more dangerous now. Because the police has much more power. After the new president, Duterte. No one's safe there anymore. Public drinking is prohibited, even in the back alleys. You can't drink outside, only in your unit. If you're caught drinking and at the same time drunk, the police can arrest you. And if you violently resist, they have the right to shoot you. 1 shot to the head will do it, he said, the president. And it's really dangerous to even drink in the unit, because sometimes you have to go outside to buy a little bit more. And they can say you violently are resisting arrest, you know. They can say that you were grabbing for the gun, even if you did nothing, if no one see you. But even if people witness what happened, they don't dare to say anything. There's maybe you heard, there's a war against drug. The president got many thousands killed. He said he want to kill at least 100,000 drug people and throw them down in the Pasig River. He don't want to just kill the drug pushers, the one who's selling the drugs. He want to kill the drug addicts to really get rid of the problem. It's not the way to do it, of course. Those people, they really need help to get rid of their addiction. You don't only want to put them in jail, kill them. Just like people are worth nothing. The human worth is nothing. And he reinstituted the death penalty. He said he will hang people. Not only once, he will hang them first till they die, and then he will hang them after when they're already dead. A double ceremony. He called it. My God. And he talked about it, just like it's a very normal, common thing, without emotions, obviously. My God. So I shouldn't dare to go back there, but I decided to not drink, not even on the plane. A little bit uncomfortable with plane, scared of heights, a little bit claustrophobic. But I will not drink, because the first drink can lead to more drinks, and then I could be drunk or at least hangover when I meet a girl. So it's okay to get really tired after a long journey. You will stay awake for more than 24 hours. Normally tired is okay, That is excused. That is understood, but not drunkenness. So I was thinking, it would be nice with one beer or a bottle of wine when I arrive, but I decided not to drink. We talked about it, so I will stay true to my word. I have to. It's also much better for the relation. Then it can really turn out. It will not be a success with any girl if I drink. And this girl is... I can't lose her. She's too good. This is just one lifetime chance with this girl. Can barely believe it. She has that interest in me. That she really loves me already. Sounds too good to be true, kind of, but... And most of the times what sounds too good to be true is too good to be true, but this time maybe not. I believe it. I believe her, so we'll see. I have this strong feeling about her, strong enough to bring me there, so I will go meet her and we'll see. There's more things I will talk about, but I think that's enough for now from the bench. So, it's going to be more windy and warmer. But I will walk around the lake now. I don't know how much filming I will do, but I think I will end this film now on the top of the mountain over there, and I hope it will not be so windy. If it is windy, I will just make an outro and put some music on. Alright, I hope you'll enjoy this shot. It wasn't exactly the way I planned, but a lot of the things I was going to say, I mentioned. So, I think I would call it quite successful. I was as funny as I was supposed to be. I was supposed to talk about Big Mama. There was this woman say that you chase around for younger girls, you sick pervert. No, I like older like you. Come, Mama. Come now. Come give Uncle Willy some love. Can't you see I need it? No. Stay with your younger girl. She didn't say it with this raspy voice, but... Now I shall show you. I prove to you, Big Mama. I like older, mature women with some shape, with some experience. All right, you can sit down here and we'll see. We take it from there. We'll see. Sit down, be a good boy. Pour yourself a drink and we'll see. No, she didn't say that. No, I want a young, beautiful girl. Not too young, though, but she's kind of young, that girl. At least she's in her 20s and sounds very mature. And just perfect in every way, so I have a really good feeling about this. I'm in love already, and I think I will be just more and more in love. When it's mutual, you know, if both are in love, both have the mutual trust, respect, and interest in each other, then it's really promising. I will work really hard for this relation, and have to be down to earth, to not only floating in the air, being in love, and because if you're too much in love, you will not see her clearly. But there will be a mixture, a golden middle way, you know. Being in love at the same time facing reality, be down to earth and live our lives day by day, and we'll see what happens. I think that a lot of good things will happen, because I'm going to stay there 2 months. A lot can happen in that amount of time. All right, I will pack my shit now and go, and see you at the mountain. All right. Oh, it's really a struggle to get up here. Really a hazard. The snow was much more than 25 centimeters. I think nearly half meter some places. And there's ice under the snow. I can't see it. So I almost fall sometimes. It's really a struggle. It was very windy here when I arrived, but now it calmed down for a while. It will be more windy later and warmer. Oh my God, it's nice here. I think I will change the picture on my Facebook and my background on the computer. I used a nice view up here, and I changed it with the seasons. First summer and then autumn and now winter. It's has its own charm, winter too. Every season has its charm. You know what? I love women, really. I really love women. Respect them. Understand them. Trust them. Some I trust. At least I trust the one that I am in touch with now. Just barely 2 weeks. Tomorrow I had contact with her for 2 weeks. Can you believe it? It happens so fast, you know, when you're connected on the right line. When you're hooked up with when you're in touch with the girl that's meant for you. Can you see? I'm in love. There was one more thing. I first thought that I would call this film Weekend Warrior, but it's not even weekend, it's Tuesday. Because talking about the Fitbit clock, I haven't been training so much because of bad weather earlier and now snow. Some days though I have around 25,000 steps. There's another thing I will talk about, insomnia. Because I call this film Insomniac, and I am the Insomniac. My God, it's blowing again now, it's not a nice... oh, get away! It's not a nice sound in the camera. Please, wait a bit. Uncle Willy, sweet Uncle Willy must finish this speech. All right. I can sleep for a very long time. At the most, I sleep more than one day, more than 24 hours, over 30 hours. I think it was 33 or something. But sometimes I just sleep for 1 or 2 hours. I wake up. If you sleep for just 1 hour, you will feel worse. It doesn't help at all. Better stay awake. So yesterday, to turn the sleeping around again, I slept nothing at all. I stayed awake till right before midnight. I went to bed and I had very good night's sleep. Nearly 8.5 hours, I think. And there was one time I was working at the factory, Coca-Cola factory, down in Oslo. I had insomnia, really insomnia. I didn't sleep at all for 3.5 days. Imagine that, 3.5 days. And I had very good sleep that night. When I was on holiday in Scotland, I was in Fort William, and I was at the top of highest mountain in Britain, Glen Nevis. Ben Nevis. Glen Nevis is the name of the valley below. It's where they filmed Braveheart. Really recognize the places. Really nice there. I don't know why I was awake so long time. I didn't really try, but it was really my record. I don't want to beat that one again. Sometimes, you know now, I have a restless sleep. See it on the clock here, on the mobile app. 3 hours relative quality sleep, and then 5 hours restless. Sometimes the score is only 42. Poor sleep quality, sometimes good, sometimes fair. Very good. And this night was fantastic. We call it sleep-astic. Sleep fantastic. My God, couldn't wait a little, huh? I wasn't finished yet. I guess I am now. I was first thinking just film me up here with a view and then talk someplace later, down in the valley, down below. But I don't want to shuffle away the snow from every bench I pass, because it's more or less private property. So I think that the end of this film is approaching, and the last thing you will get to see. You will get to see it though. Last thing you will get to see, sounds like you won't get to see it at all. The last picture will be this nice, beautiful view. And in advance, Merry Christmas. Not Merry fucking Christmas, because this is not that kind of film. Enjoy this before Christmas time, this Advent. And enjoy Christmas. Remember what it's all about. Being nice and kind and love each other. And be good to each other. And it's really possible to enjoy life to the fullest and be a good boy or girl at the same time. That's the road I'm walking on now, so I don't know for how long I can call myself me and Uncle Willy, but maybe just keep the title for nostalgic reasons. All right, I'll see you in the next film. Oh yeah, I will talk a little bit about the next film. It's called Endless Sorrow. One empty chair by the Christmas table. I planned for many years to make it, and I mentioned it many times. My brother that I lost in a car crash. That would be serious. Start with me talking in a poetic way, talking to my brother, and then I'm talking to you by the camera about sorrow in general and about being good to each other. Because you don't know your friends and your family and your beloved ones, how long you will have each other. You don't know if they're there tomorrow. So please tell them, every day you love them and appreciate them. Because you never know what day will be the last. Never know if even tomorrow will come. Live in the moment. And live like you're gonna live forever, because in a way, you gotta. I think life is endless and endlessly precious. Yeah. That's all for now, folks. In advance, Merry Christmas. See you in the next one.